Allah Yamla, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of GMS, the great millstone home rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the Bayafta without the house of David that's being risen up in these last days. I'm the brother Zayin out of GMS Boston with another lesson, and this lesson comes from the inspiration of Elder Apostle Tahar. The video was based on some Edomite that fell on hard times, so-called white lady, just giving an interview, telling the stories about her family woes and how they fell on hard times. Money got short, money got funny, fell behind on some rent payments and got evicted and ended up having to move in their minivan, and their woes on finding shelters to keep the family together. So, and watching that video inspired me to do this lesson, okay? And this lesson will be based off of the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, Slakia, the 30th chapter, and the 7th verse, all right? And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. And what curses is the Lord going to put on our enemies? We know Esau, Edom is our chief enemy. And the curses that he put on us, all right, the things that we suffer, being a byword, being called niggers, being last, being the tail, all right, having to go to Esau for loans, okay, getting shut down, being a reproach, being cursed in the city, in the field, being cursed when we are born, cursed when we die, having cursed store baskets, meaning our markets, any type of business deals that we do. All right, these are the curses that's going to come upon Esau, and the Lord is slowly starting to do that. It's starting to manifest in what you see in America, what they'll call middle America, all right, with the dismantling of the so-called middle class, with the super rich getting richer, and the so-called middle class being brought down low. Why? Because of this shift in power that's taking place. That's happening because of the rise of the tabernacles of David. All right? And as we rise, just like that seesaw effect, Esau, he has to come down. All right? He has to come down. And only thing that's going to help further this is what? The truth. The true gospel being noised abroad, the true vibration of who we are being noised abroad. All right, which is going to make the elect the cream of the crop. You so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics, the elect of Israel, stand upon their feet, rise up and wake up. Kwame Yashala, to wake up and see our people for who they are. Have faith. All right, have honor, integrity, dignity. See, these are labels that you don't need to have money for. You see, you don't need cash to have honor, dignity, and respect. All right, so once the elect unites with these principles, what are you going to see? You're going to see the end of Esau's rulership, his dominion over us, because these are going to, this is what we need to give us confidence, all right, and faith in who we are. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquities, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished. This bid, this captivity, this enslavement, this brutal enslavement, I might add, is just about up. You know, you had that doctrine about us being delivered, us being served, doing 400 years here in Babylon and being delivered. Well, 2020 just about proved that that wasn't true. But nonetheless, we are close to what? The end of this captivity. And this is why you're seeing the beginning stages of drinking from that cup. You see, it says, Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. All right, that cup is talking about what? It's talking about slavery. Okay, the cup is talking about slavery because why? It was prophesied. Okay, Isaiah chapter 14, verse 2, For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Israel. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay, this is the transformation that the Lord is going to make, and this is the transformation that the Lord is starting to make. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 9, For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So when you go back to the book of Lamentations, again, that seesaw effect, the Heavenly Father is slow to wrath. All right, he does things on his time, you know, so it's not going to be a snap of the finger. What you're going to see is a brother wake up. You know, every day a brother may wake up. A brother may wake up. A camp may pop up. Wisdom may be increased. All right, us coming back to the law, statute, and commandments of the scriptures, us coming back to our nationality, us coming back to our heritage, is us coming back to Yahushua, which is the mediator who maketh intercession for us to Yahweh, that great power which connects us all together underneath one body, underneath one spirit, underneath one mind. And this is E's worst nightmare. This is our adversary's worst nightmare. Okay, pursuant to Psalms, the 83rd chapter, and it reads, I'll get straight to the point. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. That dividing and conquer tactic that they used on our people, starting with Edom. All right, verse 6, the tabernacles of Edom. Matter of fact, I'll read 5. They have consulted together with one consent, for they are confederate against thee. Confederate is a league of nations, military alliance. All right, and these nations are in league against us. This is the reason why they hate so-called black, Native Americans, and Hispanics so much. This is the reason why the nation of Israel is at the bottom. All right, the tabernacles of Edom, of Ishmael, of Moab, the Hagarenes. All right, so Edom is so-called white, the progenitor of the so-called white race. Ishmael, all right, you so-called Arabs. All right, Moab. All right, you so-called Chinese. You know, everybody hates us. All right, but guess what? You're gonna have your chance, your time to shine at the bottom. Okay, because the kingdom of heaven is a kingdom for who? The kingdom of heaven is a kingdom for the Israelites. All right, you see on your screen the American flag. All right, so-called veteran sleeping on a park bench, and that's indicative to E's fall. That's indicative to Revelation, the 18th chapter. Okay, Babylon the Great is fallen. Revelation chapter 18, verse 1. After these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitations of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. All right, so I just wanted to land back off that show that Apostle Tahar did. You know, Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter. These curses coming upon our adversaries, enemies, our foes. You see it every day, especially if you're from a major city. You know, here in Boston, they have what's called Mass South Mile, and you drive down that street, that strip. You know, I kid you, brothers, not. It will literally look like something out of an apocalyptic movie, a zombie movie. You can easily see 100 Edomites, you know, knotting out, down and out, begging for change. And you could see the power. You could feel the power if you're spiritual. You feel the power departing from E. You feel the confidence. You see that the Heavenly Father is darkening up their tabernacles. You see the confusion in their leaders. Their politicians not believable anymore. The justice system, it's not just. It's unfair. The banking system, the rent. People are getting tired of getting screwed. All right, paying what they paying, the jobs. You know, the paper fiat notes everything's crumbling down, man. Pestilence and diseases, everything is crumbling down. All right, and the men of the Lord, all right, the sincere brothers in GMS, along with the other Israelites that are teaching the truth, are the last line of defense for anything righteous. All right, the last hope. All right, the last stronghold, and this is ultimately why we're a target. This is why they want to take us down. All right, because they know that their heaven. The reason why they're in heaven is because we're in hell, and they seek to keep their position. They seek to keep their foots on our necks. Right? Let me see. This is what they seek, and we seek to rise up. Slovakia. Yeah, I couldn't find that. Let me see. I mean, it's fine. All around with this other point was proven. You know, E's going down, man. You Edomites are gonna go down, as was prophesied. Let me see if I can find this. Genesis chapter 3, verse 15, and I will put enmity between thee and thy woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and it shall bruise his heel. And that enmity is between these two nations, but it shall bruise his head, meaning that we were going to take down their kingdom. We were going to pull Esau down. All right, and how are we going to pull them down? First, by starting with these strongholds, these lies, the deception, in which the lies and the deception is how Esau built this world. All right, he has everybody in a trick bag. All right, he has everybody fooled. All right, starting with Cesare Borgia, starting with who we are, calling us dumb monkeys and saying we have low IQs and we came from the jungles of Africa, negating and neglecting our true heritage, stealing our names. Okay, so these are all things we got to get back to. All right, so E, you know, you're going down. You know, the Lord is raising up His men, and He's getting ready. Yahweh's getting ready to send His only begotten Son. All right, to deliver the elect, that the elect can exalt the names of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. All right, they can exalt the names of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, and the Lord is getting ready to set up His men as kings and priests and judges over this new world to come. All right, he's gonna sit on an everlasting throne and give power to the ones that believe on him to rule the world in righteousness. All right, and this is what the apostles, the prophets, the men of the Lord in the ancient world were looking for, and likewise, this is the same thing that they look for today. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of GMS, the great millstone who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. To the next time we say, Shalom.